Hi there, this is Joel Steinberg from Type 2 Diabetes Transformation. Today I want to talk to you about insulin resistance, and I want to use myself as an example and show you how insulin resistance can be improved and transformed into insulin sensitivity. As I've told you before, I've had Type 2 diabetes for 38 years, even more than that now. And not only that, but I'm 75 years old. I'm magically healthy. I haven't always been that way, and I've had difficulties over a lifetime, but not anymore. I take less medication now. Instead of taking 2 milligrams of Ozempic, I take 1 milligram of Ozempic, a little more than 1 milligram of Ozempic. But what's happened is that I've been able to counteract the dawn phenomenon. What is the dawn phenomenon? Well, between 3 o'clock and 8 o'clock in the morning, when you're about to wake up, what happens is there's a natural release of hormones, adrenaline, cortisol, things like that. And what happens is your body starts producing glucose to get ready for the day. Now, with normal people, it's fine that it produces glucose because that energy is the insulin that your body has allows your energy to be utilized properly. But with people with type 2 diabetes, more often not, when it starts reducing the glucose, your blood sugar goes up in the morning even before you eat. Mine no longer does. Mine continues to go down even if I wait 2 hours before I eat. It's a phenomenon, and it's caused by my lifestyle, the changes I've made to my diet, the amount of protein that I eat. It also is affected by the amount of exercise I do, my 8,000 steps a day, and the weights that I lift. And most important, I think, is the fact that, in my opinion, the research that is beginning to show that Ozempic and other GLP-1s and similar medicines now are actually allowing the beta cells to produce more insulin. And that's what happened. That's what's happening to me. So my beta cells are actually working better now. I feel that in every bone in my body and every cell in my body. I feel that my beta cells are working more, and I have less type 2 diabetes. It shows in my time in range, where I'm more in my time in range. And what I mean by time in range, between 70 and 180, I'm in there most of the time. It shows in my glucose variability. And glucose variability is that roller coaster. I don't go down really low and I don't go up really high. So it actually has a fantastic effect on my whole body. Insulin resistance is being reduced for me, and it's causing much better health for me. This can happen to you all, and I encourage you to follow our program. Take a look at our ebook, take a look at our worksheets, and take a look at our videos. If you follow our program carefully, you can get into a situation where you can gradually improve your type 2 diabetes. And if you don't need medications like Ozempic, that's great. But if you do need medications like Ozempic, it's not a shame to take them. It will actually help you. The longer you go with high blood sugar, the less beta cells' ability to produce insulin is. Once you start taking Ozempic, I believe the research that's showing that improves your ability for beta cells to produce insulin actually gets stronger. And I want to encourage you to take Ozempic or similar drugs if you need them. Of course, there's other things that you need to do when you take Ozempic. You need to do muscle work, resistance bands, and other things like that, weights, etc., because the percentage of weight you lose with Ozempic is higher with muscle than it is with normal weight loss. Perfection is not our goal. I'm not perfect, and I don't try to be perfect. I sometimes eat sweets. I sometimes eat things that are less than pro-type 2 diabetes. But that's okay. I encourage you to do the same thing. Don't seek perfection. Change your bad habits into good habits. And we go over that in much detail in our programs. And I think you'll find that our programs are very effective in helping you control your type 2 diabetes. And finally, the last thing I want to talk about is my concern about this concept of reverse diabetes. Endocrinologists don't talk about reversing diabetes because they know that most people aren't going to be able to maintain that state, and they're not going to have that rapid weight loss is going to come back right away. So they talk about remission. I want to encourage you to stay in remission as long as you can. In other words, have blood sugar levels that are less than that are normal levels, as opposed to levels that are common with people with diabetes. I want to encourage you to follow our program and have a great day. Bye-bye.